Hey everyone, and welcome back. I am trying to find a spot in my yard that I can plant some of my perennials. The soil has been damp and too moist. We've had a lot of rain, torrential rain, and so the soil just is not drying out as fast as I would like. We do have, well, yesterday we had a very warm day. Today is going to be very warm as well. And so I'm hoping that the soil is just right to where I can at least get some plants in the ground today. I need to get them out of those 4-inch containers. You understand. I just, you hate going to the store, buying the plants, and then not being able to get them in the ground. And then what do you do with them? You store them, you have to water them, baby them. But anyway, you'll see these Cleome that I have. They're not happy with me. Their bottom leaves are yellow, and I just feel terrible. So anyway, come along with me. I'm going to go plant some Cleome. Okay, these are the plants that we're going to be putting in the ground. I have more. These are just the two variety that I'm going to be putting in the ground. And this is the Imperial Blue Cape Leadwort. And I have some already in the front flower bed, but I'm adding to it. I love these. They're so pretty. This little blue flower, it's almost like a periwinkle blue. Aren't those so sweet? Almost looks like a phlox too, but nope, not a phlox. And then this is the Cleome, and this is Cleome Magenta, according to the tag. And I guess it is, well, I wouldn't call that magenta, but I would say that's more of a lilac rosy purple color. It's pretty though, whatever it is. But the leaves are yellow because they've been sitting in these little cans and they've had a lot of rain on them. And so it's time to get them in the ground. So I have 3 of them to plant, and I have 2 of the leadworts to plant because I already have 3 over there. So let's go over the front flower bed and see where I'm putting them in. This is where I plan to plant them up. I've already checked several holes, several spots for the holes for the Cleome, and I think that it's dry enough. I can work the soil and the soil amendments that I want to put in there. Again, I want to work on the drainage because I don't want them to rot out and die in the winter time. And then my leadwort is not blooming yet. It's not as far enough along. But see, I have one there, and then I have another one right there. Oh, I actually have 4. I have one right here. So this will be all blue. So I think what I'm going to do, because when I was walking over here with these 2 plants, they were bouncing their little long stems together, and I was like, oh, well, isn't that just the sweetest color combination? Or here, let me use this one. Let me use this one. Come here. I was thinking, okay, those 2 colors together, that is very pretty to me. They are both in the same, how would I describe that? Dusty, like this periwinkle blue color, and then this lavender lilac color, but they both have this hue to them. It's almost dusty in appearance. I'm trying to think of what word would describe that really well, but maybe you can see it. So they're very similar, just different colors, but that hue is the same. Anyway, I thought, well, you know what? I might have to put them intermixed in with these. So I might end up putting one here and then one back there. We'll see. Okay, so this is the area that I just explained that I'm going to put them in. And then this is the front of my house, the front flower bed. And so I'm going to go in and get my tripod and grab a little bite to eat, and then I'm going to come out and finish this little project. But as I walk back into the house, I will give you a little tour. Got some lantana there. It came back from the freeze. I'm very surprised, but I did protect it. I did quite a few things. Covered it with some buckets, stuffed the buckets with pine straw. I did a lot to to protect it. This flower bed is looking real good. It's starting to fill in. We did this the other day. That video is online. You can find it. But look how good it's looking. I mean, this is just within 2 weeks. I mean, once those roots start branching out in the soil, and look, this is after all the rain too. So they're doing real good. Everything is looking good in this front flower bed, except for, well, no, everything's looking good. Hope that you can see what I'm doing. I've angled the camera to be close up so I won't be in the frame. And I have a bucket of some compost that I, gathered everything together except my gloves. What? Okay, Rose, you need to move that way a little. Give me some leg room. Okay. Now I have my gloves. And I got an old pair of jeans on because all my little warm-up running pants are all dirty and, well, I washed them, but anyway, I didn't want to wait for them to dry. So I'm going to take some of this soil out and I'm going to put it in with my bucket of soil. And I'm going to mix some of it together. I'm going to try to get this soil to be a little bit more organic. That way it's not so, it doesn't stay so moist. Drains a little bit better, dries out a little faster. Not a lot. I mean, we do get some spells of drought around here. And so, anyway, I'm just mixing it into this mix of, this has some compost in it. It has some shredded up aged bark and some landscaper mix that's really small that I use as a top dressing actually on my soil. But anyway, so I'll just mix this soil into this. Looks like there's a root. Yep, that's definitely a root. It broke. Sometimes I never know when I stumble across a wire. Like I said, it's not the best soil to be planting in. It's still moist, but that's why I'm mixing it into this to give it more of a drier consistency. I'm also going to keep these raised up a little bit higher in their in the ground. I'm not going to put them in deep. I will keep them elevated. One year I actually left them in the pot and it did fine, but I want these to try to survive the winter. Hopefully the microphone is picking up. I might need to move it closer, especially.
will get larger and fill in this spot. These will as well. They are pretty full little plants. They get about 18 inches wide, so they will fill in this front spot. And then these pink Cleome will fill in all of that space. In fact, I might be too close with that one. The Cleome may end up falling out and covering part of it, but it'll just then creep out this way and fall out this way. So I think it'll be okay. So I'll have to update you once they root in and start growing and look pretty. I'll see if I can post a picture of what the Cleome looked like last year.
Well, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, hit that like and subscribe button. And until next time, happy gardening, y'all. Bye.